melanated person get to lay back, yeah.
Oh! Yo, she said they were rapping about the same oppression back up on the 8-track. 8-track players before my time, but you know, 8-track players, man, they were saying the same thing, man. Tupac was saying the same thing, you know. Hey, what's good, y'all? It's the Cadillac of Tokyo, and I'm back again with another reaction video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you rock with what I'm doing. Like, for real, we're on the road to 200 subscribers. I know that ain't that much, but that's a lot for me, and that shit matters. So if y'all got time, go down below and comment. You know, comment the videos that you want me to react to. Go like it and go subscribe to the channel. Shit, you know, we're only growing bigger and bigger. Well, today we got the BET Cypher. We got Polo G, Rapsody, Jack, Harlow, and a few others that I don't know about yet. So, you know, I remember back in the day, watching the BET Cypher was one of the dopest things that you could do. You know what I mean? They always had like the hardest ciphers out, but I feel like in recent years, people haven't really even been paying attention, but it's starting to like pop up again. So with that being said, let's get into it.
I want you to know I hate you more than you hate me. They really the threat, but that's how they try and portray me. When you spit the truth, they try to view it as hate speech. Shot-town, outspoken, hope they don't try to yay me.
Ooh, okay, that's dope. First off, they have a real DJ with real turntables that's scratching and doing everything. They use the NWA shit, you know, that NWA song from back in the day. And, you know, you got Polo G. I feel like Polo G has been one of those dudes who've been rapping and really saying something for this generation. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like a young Nas or something like that. So, you know, only good things. Let's go.
They try to view it as hate speech. Shot-town, outspoken, hope they don't try to yay me. They quick to say you crazy when you waking up, or question them like, tell us, is this virus really fake or what? Segregation, paper, genocide, we have to take enough. Can't wait for them to change. Gotta show that we got faith in us.
Woo! Yeah. We don't have to show, what he say? You don't have to show them that we change. We just have to have faith in us. That's crazy, man. He said, don't even try to yay me, because, you know, it's crazy, man. It's all about, like, this year, 2020, is all about how shit is said to people. It's not what's being said, but it's about how it's being said. Like, everybody's shooting the messenger for whatever they're saying. So I get that. You know what I mean? Like, Ye might be, you know, on his utopia-ish right now, but at the same time, you know, he just wants rights for people. He wants, you know, he just wants a utopia-like place, you know. But, you know, if people are going to say that you out of pocket if you say anything other than the reality. And that's the thing that I'm seeing the most this year. I'm sorry for talking too much, but that's the thing I'm seeing the most. Everybody, like, change is happening right in front of our faces, and some people can't adapt to that. So that's why you have so much stuff. You know, you got backlash on both sides. Like, people ain't having it. Yeah.
Nobody more in danger than a black man in this country. Tell less about our black lives like what's another to 100. 100 years ago, they would've hung me. Went from sheets to badges until her rats killing stomach. Made pops leave the crib and turn our grandmas to junkies. Made mama not want a job cause she get food stamps monthly. Kill leaders to misguidance, rip Dr. Sebi and Martin Luther.
He's talking about that psychological shit. You know what I mean? Like, psychologically dependent. You know, some people say that, you know, welfare was like the end of the black man type shit. You know what I mean? Like, where, you know, once you started receiving free stuff, you know, it's like being breastfed or something like that. Messed up.
To junkie. Made mama not want a job cause she get food stamps monthly. Kill leaders to misguidance, rip Dr. Sebi and Martin Luther. Mentality Malcolm front center in this revolution.
Yeah, I said I'm that girl, fat girl, black girl, all them. They seeing problems. Maybe.
And this is like her second cipher. This is the second cipher I've seen with her. Like, she did the Double XL freshman cipher and she killed that. Like, she's a rapper too. Like, she's one of those people who's gonna spit for you.
Yeah, I said I'm that girl, fat girl, black girl, all them. They seeing problems, maybe we can solve them. People held they breath, projected winning on the ride them. But history repeats, we got a peach instead who balled in, yeah. So now we summon all the spirits of the Baldwin.
He said history repeats itself. And that's so real. Like, all these little situations, man, go listen to your OGs, man. They really know what's going on for the most part because, you know, for some of us, this is not the first riot that we've seen on a large scale. This might be the biggest riot that we've seen or the biggest protest that we've seen, but it's happened before. You know what I mean? All of this, you know, when you think about Colin Kaepernick, you know, somebody taking a stand and, you know, becoming a social pariah or something. You know what I mean? You know, Muhammad Ali, he took a stand and people didn't like that. You know what I mean? Martin Luther took a stand. People didn't like that. You know, when things are changing, people are not going to like that and people will lose their lives, which is a sad thing.
Always the Malcolms and the Kings, freedom ringing when we call them. People in the street,
the
trying
Malcolms
to
and the
vindicate the
Kings.
fallen, trying to find our way back, reparations pay back.
See, the Malcolms and the Kings got freedom hearing freedom when we call them. Like, you know what I mean? It's you know, for some people, this is like the movement to stand behind.
Peace, we got a peach instead who balled in, yeah. So now we summon all the spirits of the Baldwins, the Malcolms and the Kings, freedom ringing when we call them. People in the street, they trying to vindicate the fallen, trying to find our way back, reparations pay back. My money go to grieving mothers, I don't need a Maybach. My drive is dedicated to my people under 18.
That was bars. My money goes to grieving mothers. I don't need a Maybach. That's real, man. That touched my spirit right there, man. For real. Yeah.
Trying to find our way back, reparations pay back. My money go to grieving mothers, I don't need a Maybach. My drive is dedicated to my people under attack. Been rapping about the same oppression back then on the A-track in hopes that every melanated person get the lay back, yeah.
Yo, she said they were rapping about the same oppression back up on the 8-track. 8-track players before my time, but you know, 8-track players, man, they were saying the same thing, man. Tupac was saying the same thing, you know. You know, when is the cycle gonna break? You know, and I feel like this is the year or this is the decade maybe where that cycle starts to unravel. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, with everything, you know, everything is systemic at this point. You know what I mean? And it's just, you know, like moving on to the younger generation. Like, I know if y'all play some PS4, if y'all do any of that, y'all already know racism is still alive. Racism is still alive in the younger generation. They might, you know, say racism doesn't exist today. What are you talking about? Have you been on a PS4 group chat? like, don't play with me. Let's go. The younger generation, man. You know, shape up.
Rapping about the same oppression back then on the A-track in hopes that every melanated person get the lay back, yeah. And we gon' get it come hell of that high water. Expecting peace, a delusional tall order. Cause we ain't free till it apply to every man. We gon' kneel until we finally get to stand.
Hey, shout out to Kaepernick. We gonna kneel until we finally get to stand, you know. For real. You know, that's Jay-Z and Kaepernick. You know, Kaepernick kneeled, and then Jay-Z was like, it ain't the time for kneeling no more. You know, we trying to make moves, trying to make change. So,
cause we ain't free till it apply to every man. We gon' kneel until we finally get to stand.
Just drove past 7th and Jefferson, still outside City Hall, and they pressing them.
See, and low-key, see, this is what I wanted. I wanted Jack Harlow to actually do some rapping. If you guys checked out my last reaction, I'll leave the link right here or something like that. I was talking about, you know, I want Jack Harlow to be around some rappers because we know that he can spit. So I'm happy that he's around rappers saying something. So I'm excited to hear this.
Just drove past 7th and Jefferson. Still outside City Hall and they pressing them. Last we heard, they reviewing the evidence. Same old song and we all know the rest of it. 2020
For
turned the
real,
whole country.
man. Like, you know, even man, there's just so much shit going on. Like, you think just because somebody's getting charged means that they're going to jail? No, it doesn't. For real, man. You know what I mean? Like, know what all these legal terms really mean. It just means that they were charged. They still got to go to court, and it could get dropped, all types of shit. You know what I mean? And I'm trying not to curse in these videos. Trying to elevate, you know what I mean?
They reviewing the evidence. Same old song and we all know the rest of it. 2020 turned the whole country to pessimists. You ain't said a word, what the hell do you represent? Hope the young kids see us setting the precedent. Thinking about the future cause I'm sick of the present tense. $15,000 cash bond. Now we back in the streets with masks on. Kids from the burbs ask pops and ask mom. That's how these old ideas get passed on. Something gotta
See, didn't I just say that, man? Like, it just trickles down into, you know, these PS4 group chats, man. You get to see how these, you know, these little kids starting to talk already.
Ask pops and ask mom. That's how these old ideas get passed on. Something gotta give when the pressure gets stacked on. Is you about action or is you just acting? I ain't gotta post donations, rather just donate them. But when I'm back home, I'm dropping the location.
Hey, okay, I rock with him. That was dope.
Ain't gotta post donations, rather just donate them. But when I'm back home, I'm dropping the location.
See, and that's some crazy stuff. Like, no white person's trying to acknowledge what's really going on, for real. Because, you know, everybody's talking about it on a large scale, but it's happening on a way smaller scale. Like, you know, you go out to some establishments and you're getting treated differently just because of the color of your skin, which is crazy. So, you know, it's happening. You know, everybody's screaming Black Lives Matter, but they ain't taking no accountability for what they do. You know, and that's on everybody. You know.
Adding fuel to the fire, they ignited. History is now, we gon' be the one to write it. I look at both parties.
Oh yeah, wasn't this dude on he was on a rap contest, right? Hey, if y'all know what the name of that rap show he was on, comment down below. I haven't even heard him since then, so, you know, maybe he got some tracks out or something.
I'm dropping the location.
Adding fuel to the fire, they ignited. History is now, we gon' be the one to write it. I look at both parties, I don't know if we invited. Ironic how this country's first name is United. I don't think it ever was, cities being overran. Cause we're sick of asking for change like a homeless man. After Barack, I said I would never vote again. Hard to stand by, waiting for the circus show to end. Knowing that my skin could be the death of me.
Hey, see, and that's some crazy stuff right now, man. Like, people gotta really go out and vote if you haven't done it already. You know, it's Friday, or it's Thursday right now, but people gotta go out and vote this weekend because that's one thing that we're missing is the numbers. You know that, you know, like the people who just were in office for 4 years, they won because of 77,000 votes. So, you know, think of that. But then, and when we voted for Obama, boom, he won by a landslide, like millions of votes. So even though you don't rock with it, you know what I mean? Really check these people's policies and what they're really doing for people. And if they benefit you, vote that way. For real.
Hard to stand by, waiting for the circus show to end. Knowing that my skin could be the death of me. I could be the next to be killed by the people that were sworn to be protecting me. There's even chemicals in all the food that they've been selling me. You worry about supreme, I'm worried about supremacy. No money and no tools, that's only half the job. More
You worry about supreme, I'm worried about supremacy. Why you hating on my supreme really though, man? It's not about the supreme. Why y'all still looking at the clothes? That's just what I rock, man. Yeah, you gotta start looking at the mind. Stop looking at the clothes, man. Don't look at what you don't got. Look at what you got, fam. I'm just fucking with you. It don't matter. Sorry, man. I might have to bleep that out. I'm trying not to curse, for real. I feel like Will Smith or something, man.
and selling me. You worry about supreme, I'm worried about supremacy. No money and no tools, that's only half the job. More guns and less schools, make sure the path is hard. Some make it out through all the battle scars. But even if we get the credit, we still gotta use a MasterCard. Throw the whole book away, there's nothing good to say.
Hey, even if we get the credit, we gotta use the MasterCard. This dude is a real good rapper, for real. Like, he is spitter. I want to hear what he's doing.
And selling me. You worry about supreme, I'm worried about supremacy. No money and no tools, that's only half the job. More guns and less schools, make sure the path is hard. Some make it out through all the battle scars. But even if we get the credit, we still gotta use a MasterCard. Throw the whole book away, there's nothing good to say. And they can do what they do best and just look away. We shouldn't play at a dangerous time. A smart one is a dangerous mind. You know the vibes, pull up.
Hey, you know the vibes, pull up. A smart one is a dangerous mind. Let's go.
Just look away. We shouldn't play at a dangerous time. A smart one is a dangerous mind.
That corona getting to me. It's all in my throat.
Just look away. We shouldn't play at a dangerous time. A smart one is a dangerous mind. You know the vibes, pull up. Go vote.
Martin had a dream pop, Rihanna couldn't dream pop. Call me rap dream pop. When I holler team rock, Jamla with an attitude, they never ever charge cops. When they
See, that's crazy, man. Man, they gotta change this whole scenario of what's going on with all of this stuff. You know, I don't want to like. It's just crazy, man. Like, because they're all saying the same thing, and it always leads to the same outcome. For real.
When I holler team rock, Jamla with an attitude, they never ever charge cops. When they aiming
never
at
do.
our body, block, 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 block. F the police, the slogan, till we pop the Trojan. And they condemned, I feel like Odin. Courtney's bad, so they be on the offense. They shoot our black skin Repubs and Odims. We don't owe them. Trump ain't the answer, we gotta say Biden.
See, she said Republicans and Democrats ain't the answer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at this point, like, on both sides, it's like our opinion only matters in numbers. It doesn't matter in impact. You know what I mean? Because it's like 95% of black people vote Democrat. You know what I mean? Like, and we don't even give the other side a chance. Because I feel like, honestly, I know it's like, mad controversial, but I feel like splitting it up. Just split it up. Like, let people do whatever they do, because if we vote 95%, that's like guaranteed. So we're not getting nothing out of it. Like, you listen to Charlamagne, you listen to Diddy, all these people are like, man, vote your interest, because these dudes ain't doing nothing for you. They're not doing nothing for you because you all vote the same way. Like, split it up, and I'm not saying like, oh, you gonna vote for Trump. None of that. I'm just saying split it up. Like, that's the only way that something will actually happen, when they know nothing is guaranteed. It's like a relationship where you get too comfortable. What happens when you get too comfortable? You start getting treated like shit. For real. Facts.
Our black skin Repubs and Odims, we don't owe them. Trump ain't the answer, we gotta say Biden. I feel like Biden, let go of my vices. The biggest gangs ain't the blood, Crips, the vices. FDP, NRPYG, they let us shoot from the key with a big AK. I got pink eye, CCC, Kamala, Dappin Palmer, then I key, laughing. No more
and then I key. Ooh. Let's go.
I got pink eye, CCC, Kamala, Dappin Palmer, then I keep laughing. No more capping, less than 7, we backing. 7 and back of Jacob Blake, we gotta get active. This for Chadwick, last tweet was vote, we gotta get active.
The Black Panther. R.I.P. to Black Panther, man. You left with a good legacy, man. Like, for real. Hey, well, overall, everybody had something to say. They all said it from different perspectives, and everybody was dope on here. Rapsody is like the OG spitter. I feel like she hasn't really got her time to really shine in, like, in the spotlight, but, she killed it too. And with that being said, shout out to BET, shout out to Polo G, shout out to Jack Harlow, shout out to Chika, shout out to Flawless, and shout out to Rapsody. And that was another reaction video. Ooh.